Welcome students. Today we are going to continue our part 2 of chapter number 15, that is fun with magnets. In part 1 we have already seen how the magnet was discovered. We have seen what is the definition of magnet. What is magnet actually? Magnet is a material which attract the things which are made up of iron, nickel and cobalt. Okay, then we have seen some experiments. Okay, how the bar magnet attracts the iron fillings. Then we have seen how the magnet was discovered. Then we have seen the different types of magnets, different shapes: bar magnet, disc magnet, horseshoe magnet, ring shape magnet, cylindrical magnet, button shape magnet, different shapes magnets. Today let us continue our part 2. First, what is magnetism and different characteristics of a magnet? These two things we are going to study in this part 2. Magnetism. Children, when a magnet attracts an object, the object is displaced due to the magnetic force. Children, when a magnet is attracting, you all know magnet attracts the things which are made up of three things, that is iron, nickel and cobalt. So whenever the things is attracted by a magnet, what happened? The object is displaced, due to which force? The force applied by magnet is nothing but it is a magnetic force. So the object is displaced from one place to another. In for example, how you the same is how the object is displaced due to the magnetic force. For example, they have told us that in factories, in places like factories, ports, garbage depots, large objects, children, large objects which is very difficult for a single man to pick up. So very heavy objects, they are shifted from one place to another. For that, different cranes are used. In that cranes, children, big magnets are fixed. What is fixed in that cranes? Big magnets are fixed, and due to this magnets, magnetic force is applied on a large scale, and the different objects which are heavy objects, they are shifted from one place to another in places like factories, ports, garbage depots. Okay, and here, as the object is displaced from one place to another, you have studied that when an force is applied and object is displayed, what is done? Work is done, children. So work is done by here which force, children? Magnetic force. So magnetism is also one kind of energy. Where work is there, their energy is also there, because the capacity to do work is energy. So magnetism is one type of energy also, and the force applied by magnet is called as a magnetic force. This all we have studied. And this places like factories, ports, where large objects cannot be displaced by a single person, where many people are needed, there these big cranes are used in which magnets are fitted. So due to that, what happens? It is easier to shift the large objects from one place to another. This property is called as what? Nothing but it is called as a magnetism. It is called as what? Magnetism. Remember this. Now very important, children, we are going to learn different characteristics of magnet. Let us start one by one different characteristic of magnet. Very important, the first characteristic which we are going to study is this one. A magnet always settles in a north-south direction. Children, when you suspend a freely magnet, okay, after some time you will see that magnet always settles in only these two directions, that is north and south. For that, what you have to do, you can try this. You have determine the directions in the class or laboratory, anywhere in the class. You fix the directions, you name the directions. This is north, this is south, this is east and this is west. Then what you have to do, this take this, do this experiment. Tie a thread. This is a bar magnet, this red one. Okay, this bar magnet you tie to a thread, like this thread you tie it, okay, to a bar magnet and hang it. This is a stand. Okay, you have to support this. You have to tie a thread at the center of this bar magnet, and you have to fix it on this stand. This is a stand. Okay, and then after some time, what you have to do, note the direction in which the magnet settles and turn it around again. You turn this magnet, and after some time, when it settles, you will see that it will always settle in these two direction only. You rotate it. After some time, when it becomes stable, you will see that it is stable in these two directions only, north and south. You can do this many times. You go on moving that bar magnet round and round. After some time, when it stops, it will settle in which two directions? North and south. So this is a very important first characteristic of magnet. Magnet always settles in which two directions? North and south. Is it clear, children? Let us move to the second characteristic. Second characteristic is saying, children, the magnetic force is concentrated at its end powers. The magnetic force is concentrated at the two ends or the poles of a magnet. For this, what you have to do, the end of a magnet that point to the north is called as a north pole. You know, children, the direction to which the magnet end of the magnet to that points which direction north is called as a north pole, while the end that points to the south is called as a south pole, and north pole is indicated by N capital and south pole is indicated by S in capital. Now what you have to do to find out this very important characteristic, to prove it, that magnetic force or magnetic power is concentrated at the two ends only, not in the center. Okay, the magnetic force or magnetic power is concentrated at the two ends or poles of a magnet. To prove this, what you have to do, take some iron fillings on a sheet of paper. Iron fillings like this you can take on paper, or you can take this plate like saucer. Okay, in that you have to take iron fillings, small iron fillings are there. You have to take it and you have to pass this type of magnet, that is bar magnet, over it. Pick up the bar magnet by holding it in center. After some time, first you take the iron fillings in this dish saucer, and then you move the magnet over there. And pick up the magnet after some time from the center. What do you see, children? All the iron fillings will gather towards the end like this. This is the bar magnet. All the iron fillings will stick to this ends. This is north, this is south. You will see that majority or many iron fillings will stick to these poles only, not at the center. Okay, so to which part of magnet do most of the iron fillings stick? On which part do we see fewer filings? What can we conclude? So you will see that on the north pole and on the south pole, most of the iron fillings are stick. In the center, very few you will see. So from that only we can conclude that magnetic force is concentrated at the two ends or poles of a magnet. Is it okay, children? Now third characteristic. Take a bar magnet that can be cut with scissors or a knife. Okay, you have to take such a bar magnet that can be cut with a scissors or a knife. Take iron fillings on a sheet of paper and place the magnet on it. Most of the iron fillings will seem to stick to its poles. This we already seen from the second characteristic of magnet, that most of the iron fillings will stick to it where, or the poles, not in the center. From that only we have seen that the magnetic power is at its poles. Now cut the magnet in two pieces. Now what you have to do, you have to cut this magnet into two pieces with the help of a scissor or knife. Okay, I showed in the second picture. Okay, and place those pieces on iron fillings. Now place these two pieces which you have made with the help of a knife or scissor on a plate which is filled with the iron fillings. Pick up each of this and observe them. What do you find? Now you have to pick up as you have done in the third. You will see that, children, the iron fillings again will stick to both the ends of the magnet. So children, how many magnets you cut and divided, what happens? The iron fillings, you will see that they are having again two poles, and on that two poles only you will find most of the iron fillings will be getting sticked. So from this you come to know that if a magnet is divided into two parts, two independent magnets are formed. If one magnet is cut, two magnets you will get. Okay, it means that the two poles of a magnet cannot be separated from each other. And so every time if you go on cutting a magnet, you will always get two poles, north pole and south pole. Understood? That means two poles of a magnet cannot be separated from each other. Though you go on dividing the magnet, more magnets will be formed from one, but you will always get two poles in each of the magnet. That means the two poles of a magnet cannot be separated. This is proved in the third characteristic. What is the third characteristic say? If a magnet is divided into two parts, two independent magnets will form. You will get two magnets, but in that two magnets also you will get two poles separately, north pole and south poles. That means we cannot separate the poles from each other. Now remaining 4, 5 and 6, these three characteristics we will learn in the next part. So till then, revise these three characteristics very well. Magnetism, what is magnetism? And we have started with the characteristics of magnet. We have seen three characteristics. First, a magnet always settles in the north-south direction. The magnetic force is concentrated at the two ends or the poles of a magnet. And if we divide the magnet into two parts, two magnets will be formed, and each time you will get two poles. That means poles of a magnet cannot be separated from each other. So the next part we will see the remaining three characteristics and electromagnetic, what is electromagnet, what is magnetron in short, and how is magnetism destroyed. This can be studied, and later on we can see the question answers.